What's going on, y'all? It's Edge. Welcome back to the channel. This is round two. I know I already did this. I don't care. I'm doing it again. Anyway, this is the 2022 NFL playoffs. The regular season's finally over. We've had a lot of things go down that have changed from my original Super Bowl predictions back in week 15. For example, the Cowboys are not the 1 seed, and I look like an absolute clown for ever saying that. Anyway, at least Cowboys aren't the 4 seed. Gosh. Okay, anyway, we are here to predict, now that we have wildcard weekend coming up this Saturday. Super wildcard week. I don't care. It's wildcard weekend. I don't care how you say it. We have wildcard weekend coming up this weekend, starting on Saturday with the Raiders and Bengals game, which is going to be such a good game. All the wildcard games, basically all of them except that Steelers game, is going to be they're each going to be a really, really good game. So I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, if y'all enjoy this video, find it informative, find it just interesting to see my insights, leave a like, subscribe, do all that. Yeah, let's get into this video. Starting with our first, I want to go in chronological order because this is how the games actually are set up on the slate. So the first game on the slate is the Raiders and the Bengals at, I believe it's 4 Eastern, so like 3 for all y'all Central Time people. Yeah. So I am going to pick the Bengals over the Raiders, and I will explain my reasons real quick. First of all, I think the Raiders are good but not elite. What I mean by that is I think they have a good offense led by Derek Carr, who is by no means a mediocre quarterback. He's above average in every facet of the game, I think. He's above average accuracy, above average in a lot of different ways. But is it enough to take down the elite offense of the Bengals? Because also the secondary of the Raiders can be like it shows flashes, but overall the Raiders secondary isn't what I'd consider elite in any way, shape, or form. Along with that pass rush, they're just so. They don't show me any part of their game that makes them elevate over some other team that's like elite. Like, yeah, they're better than the Lions, obviously. They're better than a lot of these other teams, just in terms of talent, but they're not elite. The Bengals, in my opinion, have an elite offense. You have Joe Mixon, you have Jamar Chase, you have Joe Burrow playing out of his mind. So many of these pieces, Tyler Boyd, you have so many pieces. Whereas I don't think the Raiders have those like elite pieces. Yeah, they have Josh Jacobs, but what's the receiving core? I want to be like one of those bound to get arrested, but yeah, it's the Raiders. The Raiders have had so much go up and down for them this season that it's hard to do this to them and get them out in the first round because they fought through it and made it to the playoffs despite the fact that they had injury upon injury and then players just getting arrested and the John Gruden situation. And it's just been a mess in the Raiders organization, yet they've continued to fight through it. Rich Bisaccia has said, I can still win. I don't care whatever else has gone on, but I don't think they can stop an elite offense like the Bengals. I mean, look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs had a tough time stopping them. I'm picking the Bengals. The next in chronological order is going to be on Saturday night, Patriots and the Bills. This is a really interesting matchup for me, but I'm picking the team that is a little hotter right now, and that is the Bills. The Patriots just came off a loss to the Dolphins. Not a good look. I know the Dolphins won 8 of their last 9, but that's still not a good look for a Patriots team that was supposed to get red hot come playoff time. The Patriots, by their foundation, are a run-first team. This team relies heavily on being able to run the ball well and be physical on the line of scrimmage. That is how they play. They're a physical team with an elite defense. However, mediocre quarterback play and lack of wide receiver talent has them losing to the Buffalo Bills. Because if they cannot get the ball down the field in any other way, then that's going to become, it's going to become a lot tougher because the Bills continually show time and time again, especially with Josh Allen always carrying them, strapping them on his back. I just don't see a way for the Patriots to come away with this one, especially with the fact that they're becoming a one-dimensional offense, whereas the Bills, as of recently, remembered how to run the ball. Remember how I was saying a couple weeks back how one-dimensional offenses were going to kill a lot of teams? Patriots have become one-dimensional again. A couple weeks ago, you could have said they were a two-dimensional offense and Mac Jones could actually do something. But as more and more time has progressed, they've gotten away from their running game. They've tried to give it to Mac Jones more, and Mac Jones has just not looked ready yet. He's a rookie. Obviously. So he needs time to progress, but it's not time yet. Mac Jones, he's not ready yet. The whole team just, they're not ready yet. That's the truth of it. So I'm going to pick the Bills, Chiefs, and the Steelers. I picked all the home teams. I'm boring, I know. But this doesn't even feel like fair. This will probably be a blowout. My guess for I'm going to say for Raiders Bengals game, I'm going to say it'll be 31 Bengals, 24 Raiders. Bills, Patriots, I'm going to say it's 28-24, something really close. Chiefs and Steelers, I could see this probably being like 41-21 because Ben will score like 2 touchdowns in garbage time and it'll be like 41-7 after the third quarter. That's how I see it going. Ben himself said of all the playoff teams, we're number 14. You don't normally say that about a team going into the playoffs, but even Ben has low expectations. Like nobody, they're just like, let's go have fun. If they come away with the upset, I will be shocked. Like genuinely shocked. Because there's some of these upsets, like I could see the Patriots winning, having a really good day where they go back to the run and beat the Bills. I could see it happening. I could see a day where the Bengals offense doesn't click the way it usually does, and the Raiders come away with the win. I could see it. There's no possible way I see the Steelers beating the Chiefs. There's just no way. Unless the Steelers fall flat on, unless the Chiefs just fall flat on their faces and come out of the locker room just like, what are you even doing? I don't think there's any way the Chiefs can lose. Heading over to the NFC side of things, the first game on the slate for Sunday night. Oh, I should have done this in chronological order. I'm so stupid. Oh well. But on Sunday afternoon, early afternoon, 12 o'clock game is between the Buccaneers and the Eagles. I am going to pick. No, I want to pick the Eagles because I think they could pull an upset. That's the one that they're one team that could like kind of. Tom Brady struggles against NFC East teams. No reason. Look at the times he lost to the Giants. Look at the fact that he almost lost to the Cowboys. Almost lost to the Eagles this season. Them and regular season Saints are his kryptonite. It's facts. And I still don't think the Eagles are going to win because the Buccaneers are too high flying and I don't see the Eagles being able to match them on talent. Like Tom Brady might not really have that much of a receiving core right now. It doesn't matter. It might just go to the run game more. They're getting Leonard Fournette back. They're getting Shaq Barrett back. Look at all these pieces they're getting back in time for the playoffs, especially on defense. They're going to get after Jalen Hurts, and it's probably going to be miserable for him. For the Eagles offensively. They might be able to keep up with them, the Buccaneers defensively, because of the lack of wide receiver talent right now. But offensively, the Eagles are going to struggle and struggle and struggle to do anything. I don't think it'll be a complete blowout. I think it'll be maybe a 10-point differential. So I'd say like Buccaneers 31, Eagles 21, something like that. But I do see the Buccaneers moving on. Next on the chronological slate is the 49ers and the Cowboys. This is actually one of the hardest matchups as a Cowboys fan to pick. I'm going to have faith in my team. I'm going to have faith in Dak Prescott. I'm going to say the Cowboys will win this. Let me explain my reasons. 49ers, everyone say, is the hottest team in the NFC, and I'm sorry, but I don't see it because they fell pretty much flat on their face. We can go look back right now for the 49ers' recent schedule. They've had some good wins, but take a look at their previous schedule. Their most recent game was against the Rams, where Matthew Stafford was throwing picks left and right, giving them Christmas presents. Not 100% impressive to me, but I was impressed with the 49ers comeback and the fact they showed a lot of fight in beating the Rams. But again, Matthew Stafford was kind of the X factor in that game, at least in my opinion. And the Niners went to their run game and started getting the ball rolling, but I think Matthew Stafford turning the ball over has been the Rams' downfall. This is the Texans. Don't get your hopes up. Lost to the Titans. I don't know. They lost to the Titans. Beat the Falcons. Cowboys could say that. Beat the Bengals in overtime. Bengals weren't firing. Weren't. Lost to the Seahawks. Frankly, I don't see the hype. Frankly, I don't see it. Same could be said about the Cowboys with their wins against the NFC East, but at least they have all this talent. And the only thing that I see from the Niners, the only way I could see us losing is if we forget how to stop the run, because that is The 49ers seem to live or die by the run, especially with the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo just keeps on regressing and regressing, which is not a good sign when it's coming playoff time. Like, yeah, his shoulder kind of messed up, but still. I don't know how the 49ers could possibly win that game with all that's going on. Plus, the Cowboys at home, are you kidding me? That's the one team you don't want to play at home. Besides the Packers at Lambeau, that's the one team you don't want to play at home. Because for some reason, we just fire on all cylinders at home. Dak in the last 3 games, also, here's another thing why I trust my quarterback. Dak Prescott in the last 3 games, where he's also played Arizona, has thrown 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, and thrown a crap ton of passing yards. Yeah, I trust my quarterback. He's getting hot at the right time. The offense is clicking at the right time. And that's going to be key with beating the 49ers beat up secondary that doesn't have enough pieces to keep up with our high-flying offense. CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. Plus, I'm hoping Tony Pollard comes back. I actually don't know the status of Tony Pollard. But if he comes back for the playoffs, I'm sorry, Niners. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think my final score prediction is something like, I'm going to say, maybe not the highest scoring game ever. I'm going to say Cowboys 24, 49ers 23, something like that. I think it'll be really close, and I think it'll be a really good game and a really fun game to watch on TV, especially since these two have a historic rivalry. But are the Niners going to win? Probably not. Next, we turn our attention to the AFC side of things. Oh no, I didn't do this game. The Rams and the Cardinals. I was about to say hold up, because this could be a really close game, and I don't know. Because I immediately, my instincts tell me the Rams are going to win, especially since the fact that the Cardinals keep on choking. But Matthew Stafford, man. Matthew Stafford, the X Factor. Matthew Stafford can limit the turnovers to like 2. Rams are winning this. If Matthew Stafford throws like 3 picks and looks like garbage and isn't ready for the playoffs, this will go the other way. But if Matthew Stafford can at least limit the turnovers a little bit, maybe he has a clutch side of him we haven't seen, because obviously he hasn't gone to the playoffs. He's been to like, 2 playoff games, lost them both, 3 playoff games, something like that. He hasn't got much playoff experience. Hell, Dak has had more playoff experience than Matthew Stafford has. So I don't know how he'll do in the bright lights. It just depends on how he does in the bright lights. But with that defense swarming after the Cardinals, and especially with the fact that they're getting back James Conner, which helps, but they still don't have DeAndre Hopkins, as far as I'm concerned. And that's going to be a big X factor, because the Cardinals kind of need him. With that offensive line, I don't know. The Rams pass rush is too good with Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's going to get after Kyler. I don't care who you're talking to. Aaron Donald's going to get after Kyler. But yeah, I'm going to say the Rams are going to take it. I think they're just ready. They're just ready. Plus, they just signed Eric Weddle. I don't know how much he'll do for the team, but I don't know. He could contribute a little bit. Bengals and the Titans. Taking the Titans. Not biased. I am a bit of a Titans fan. But part of me is like also a Bengals fan. So this is actually a really tough matchup to see. Because in both situations, I'm happy with whoever wins, in a sense. Because if my Tennessee Titans are going to the AFC Championship, that'd be really cool. But if the Bengals, who's been like the feel-good story of the year, they go to the AFC Championship, that'd also feel pretty good. But I'm going to pick the Titans simply because Derrick Henry's coming back in time for the playoffs. He'll have had a week of rest, and he will be... Tennessee will now be firing on all cylinders, because not only are they getting Derrick Henry back, I think they're getting a couple of key pieces on the defense, which Titans may not have like the best defense in the world. They're solid, but I don't trust. It's Derrick Henry. Like, King Henry is back. He's going to like destroy defenses left and right. He's going to make hell for this Bengals defense, which can be soft at times. Titans are going to win. On the NFC side of things, I'm going to go ahead and pick Rams and the Packers. I'm going to pick Packers to go to the NFC Championship. Go Pack, go. Good for you. Also Steelers ain't going to Super. Anyway, Packers, in my opinion, Packers are the best team in the NFL right now. They are the best team. Plus, are you kidding me? They're the best team already, and they're getting all these guys back. David Bakhtiari, they're one of the best left tackles. I think he's a left tackle. One of the best offensive linemen in the game, combined with their leading pass rusher. Their best offensive lineman and their leading pass rusher are coming back for the playoffs. yeah, this Packers team is even more scary than it already was. Packers fans, don't get your hopes up, but this might be the year. And I'm picking the Packers to go to conference championship because they're going to it's going to be bad. They're going to whip oh gosh, it's going to be bad. Anyway, I'm going to go to the Bills and the Chiefs side of things, and this is such a tough game because everyone says the Chiefs are kind of hot right now. Chiefs and the Bengals was such a good game. Chiefs, remember, almost lost to the Broncos. I don't remember if they were playing all their starters. I think they were. And they almost lost to the Broncos. Yes, the Broncos have a good defense, but still, I feel like there's something telling me that it's the Bills' time to dethrone the Chiefs, especially with the fact that they played earlier in the season and the Bills won pretty convincingly, and the fact that the Chiefs' offense still isn't firing on all cylinders. This could very well go the other way, and it could be a blowout. The Chiefs blow out the Bills just like last year. But I haven't seen a spark. I've seen a couple glimpses. I've seen a couple flashes from the Patrick Mahomes that we saw of years past. I don't think I've seen a full game where he's shown the full-on Patrick Mahomes because everyone's like, "Oh, he's back," but I still don't feel like he's back. Teams have kind of either learned to contain him, or he's just not. He's not turning the ball over, but I don't see all those crazy, ridiculous, all the magic. Like the Mahomes magic isn't there as much as it used to be. You know what I mean? Whereas Josh Allen is making more magic than I've seen with any other team. This will be a high flying game and an offensive, probably crazy game. I'm going to say Bills are going to win 36-35. It will be so close. I think the Bills will get it done because this is Josh Allen's time. Josh Allen will strap the team to his back again and get them to the conference championship. On this side of the ball, we have the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Keep in mind the Buccaneers have gotten a couple pieces back on defense, and my inner bias is going to pick the Cowboys. Not just my inner bias. Let me explain. The Buccaneers' lack of receiving talent is going to really hurt them in the playoffs against a team that swarms with the pass rush. Keep in mind, Tom Brady is a pocket presence. He has a solid offensive line, yes, but if he has no receivers to throw to, what's he going to do? With our pass rush, our ferocious pass rush, our linebacking core anchored by Micah Parsons, and our corners, which can be soft at times, but still lead the league in interceptions. They forget we lead the league in interceptions. And everyone's like, oh, they just get easy picks. We've continually, time and time again, just picked off people. We always make plays on the ball. Dan Quinn has coached our defense in a way I could have never seen happening in the past. Dan Quinn could go back to his old Falcon 28-3 choke mode, but I think this is the Cowboys' time to rise. And I think it's time that they beat a playoff team like the Buccaneers, especially since the fact that all Tom Brady will be able to throw to is Gronk. That's the only guy he's going to have. Who are his other receivers, practice squad guys? I think he's got Mike Evans. I think. But he doesn't have Chris Godwin. He doesn't have Antonio Brown anymore. He has one receiver to throw to. The only way I could see it going south is if Trayvon Diggs just gives up big play and big play and big play. Then it'll definitely go the other way. But I have enough faith in our defense to swarm Tom Brady, both with the pass rush and the corners. We saw this game earlier in the year, and the Cowboys basically had the game, and then Tom Brady went on a game-winning drive and did his Tom Brady thing, which could happen again. Same thing could happen again. It's in Tampa. It could be repeated week 1. But this matchup is going to be really, really fun to watch. But I think the Cowboys will prevail. It'll be again, really close game, 31-30. But I think this is the Cowboys' time. And we have the conference championship games. Bills and the Titans. Going to pick Titans because of Derrick Henry. Again, the Bills defense has been soft. Josh Allen can do all he wants, but he can't do that much. He can't completely carry it. He's carried the team this far, but he's not going to carry him. I don't think he can carry him to the Super Bowl, considering the fact that on the other side of the ball, his defense is going to keep on. He can't play defense too. That's the X factor here. He can't play defense too. I'm picking the Titans. Aaron Rodgers. yes, he has been kind of cursed recently in the fact that he can't get to the conference and he can't get past the conference championship game. But this is in Lambeau again, and I think this is the year, especially with the fact that for some reason Aaron Rodgers owns us and they have Devontae Adams and all these guys back. These guys are going to be impossible to stop. I think it'll still be kind of close, maybe within like a touchdown. So like maybe 31-24 Packers. Packers are going to take it. Even as a Cowboys fan, that hurts, but Packers are going to take it. I'm glad we made it to the conference championship. I'm surprised. Let's say I'm surprised, like, made it to the conference championship. If it goes as according to this, I'll be like, wow, we made it to the conference championship. That's a good season. That's better than we could say for the past 25 years. But the Packers are going to take this and go to the Super Bowl because it's their time. And that is also why I'm going to pick the Packers to win the Super Bowl. Because, again, this is the best team in the NFL. I don't think the Titans have a chance to slow Aaron. They can't slow him down. That defense has gotten better and shown flashes, but they're not built like that. They're not built like the Packers. The Packers are just, it feels right because Aaron Rodgers came back and he was on a mission to win a Super Bowl in what could have been his last season as a Packer because of all the hell that he went through last year with, them drafting people that he didn't want, them not giving him the weapons he needed. He didn't care. Clearly, it didn't, he didn't need it because he still found a way to win. And this was like his last dance type of thing, kind of like, comparing it to Michael Jordan again. I think I kind of made that same comparison last time. But yeah, my Super Bowl winner is the Green Bay Packers. Let me know y'all's in the comments below. I will see y'all in the next video.